Alright guys, let's take a quick look at Uniswap here on the channel once again. Now I want to point out that I do have this little rocket ship here. I put that here in the last video, I believe. And basically I think that once we get above these three resistances here, because they're all quite close together and they're all within about $1 of each other, I do believe once we clear these three, we're going to kind of get to this upper level, and there's not going to be so much volume here. So if I put the, the volume for the fixed, or actually the visible range, let's see what this looks like. So basically we are in actually very low volume territory as it is right now. But you can see that there is kind of a node here that, it's a little bit bigger. So I do believe once we get above this resistance at about 26.65, we're going to just kind of rocket ship up the rest of the way, guys. You can see that the volume over here gets much lower after, this node basically. That really ends at about $28.23. So yeah. Now if we zoom in here and take a closer look, let's look at this on the daily time frame. Now, yeah, we are breaking through today the $15.96, weekly level. Now, keep in mind this is daily time frame. It's the wrong time frame really to look at it, but we are breaking through this today, and yeah, we're going to head up to the next resistance at about $18.30. Now I do want to look at the RSI and Stochh RSI before we look at tokenomics. Basically on a weekly time frame, guys, it is a little bit overheated right now. You can see it's above this middle area, so yeah, it is a little bit overheated, but the RSI is trying to come down and get back into a more normal territory, but this Stochh RSI is really overheated right now. Daily time frame, actually the Stochh RSI pointed to the downside, but yet we're moving up. So, and the RSI is actually in normal territory, but it is pointed up and not too far from getting overheated. Now, 4-hour time frame, the Stochh RSI is just getting overheated as it is right now, but the RSI is, kind of in the middle. So overall, kind of a mixed signal, once again. But yeah, I think it does have some more upside personally. Now, if we take a quick look at tokenomics, guys, basically on CoinGecko, there's 1 billion tokens here. 1 billion has been created, and about 60% of that is out right now. Now, keep in mind, all-time high, guys, was almost at $45. Still 62% down. I mean, is that really a deal? I mean, maybe we double that, or maybe 3x maximum, I think. But yeah, I think Uniswap probably can get up to about $100 easily. If we go back and we take a look at this in a weekly time frame once again, let me get rid of these RSIs and things. I can put a Fibonacci here, and we can kind of get an idea where it might top out. So let's do this, guys. Let's bring this down and put this around here. Now, it does say Uniswap can get up to about $170. Now, I think that's a bit high in my personal opinion, guys. And with the SEC, lawsuit still looming, it still has to be thrown out of court, guys. Gary Gensler is still there, although he's leaving in about a month. They need to get rid of the lawsuit on Uniswap. Now, I personally just think that probably about $100 is, maximum for Uniswap. I would like to be more bullish, guys. But yeah, I can't until we see that lawsuit wiped out. Alright, now let's take a quick look here at Bitcoin. Now, if you remember last night, I drew this box, and I said that pretty much we were right in the middle of this box. Nothing had really changed, but, a lot of people were panicking. And like I said, there was really no reason to panic, and that we're still in this bull run. and there was a lot of people selling off. Now you can see today we got a massive candle. This is the biggest candle that we've seen in some time, guys. We have seen what today? If we look at the top to bottom, low was 95,658, and top so far is basically where we're at right now. So yeah, I mean that's about a $6,000 move today. So we haven't seen something like that, I think, basically since this candle on the 11th of November. I don't think this candle is a $6,000 move. Oh, it's close. Looks like about 5.5 if I just calculate it really quickly in my head. But yeah, this is really the largest candle we've probably seen since about a month ago. Exactly a month ago, guys. Now, taking a quick look at the total market cap, guys, you can see we got a large candle, just like Bitcoin today. Basically, we're wedged between this trend line and this support here. Don't know if we're going to make it above this trend line tonight. Probably not. But maybe tomorrow. We just have to wait and see, guys. Now, total market cap excluding Bitcoin, if we zoom in, you can see that basically we've gotten a rejection off this trend line today. So that's not really good, but there may be 1, 2, 3 rejections before we finally break above this trend line once again. We just have to be patient again. Now, dominance, if we zoom in, guys, this is barely hanging on by a thread. Now, if you remember a couple of days ago, this closed just above the line, and yesterday got really, really, really very close to going under, and today again it's right on the edge, guys. Really right on the edge. I think if it doesn't lose it today, I think we're gonna lose the dominance tomorrow, and go down under this 56.9% mark. Now, speaking about the dominance, we have to talk about the altcoin season index. I've refreshed this a few times before this video because it just looks like it's broken. But basically, I guess if dominance hasn't really broken down since yesterday, pretty much this will probably be the same, number, 67. So I don't think it's changed since yesterday, really. And yeah, I haven't seen it change in at least a day, personally. Now, talking about the fear and greed, we did go down just slightly, and I'm a little bit surprised we didn't go down more. Yesterday it went from a 78 to a 74. Still in greed, not extreme greed, but okay, we're in greed. Would like to see, at least maybe 68 to 70, something like this still. Now, as for the Pi Cycle top, guys, basically it's the same. It looks the same almost every day I show you this, but you can see it's not even close to crossing. I can zoom in for you. But yeah, it is curving up. And, eventually one day it will cross. Maybe in 6 months, 7 months, maybe 9 months. Who knows? Now, if we take a quick look at the economic calendar, guys, you can see that CPI basically came in as expected today. However, that's good in one way. In another way, wasn't good because we went up with inflation. But, if we look at the, cuts, the interest rate cuts for this month, it does look like 95%. Still believe, we're going to get a 1/4 point cut. So now only 5% believe in no cut. But if we speculate about next month, guys, it looks like 75% believe we're going to get no cut at all in January. Personally, I think Jerome has been very generous for this year. Originally, earlier in the year, he did promise 3 cuts of 25 basis points. We've already gotten that, guys. So getting a little bit of a Christmas bonus, this month, and 1 week, it will be nice. But it probably sets us up for, not many cuts, next year. I mean, maybe he will cut less. But, personally, I believe he should have cut 25, 25, 25 this year. September, November, December. But, yeah, that 50 basis point cut back in September, I think, really spoiled people. Now, taking a quick look at crypto bubbles, guys, pretty much everything is, looks like it's pretty equal across the board. Things are up, I would just say, an average of about 8, 9%, maybe 10%. There are a couple of outliers, of course. You do have like BGB, you do got SUI, you got Hype, as some of the bigger ones. But basically, it looks pretty even. It looks very nice though. Everything is green. I don't see any reds here actually in the top 100. Now, if you want to stake your coins, just go to Coinondo, guys, and type in whichever coin you're looking for. For example, Bitcoin. It will give you a list of places, and that's totally up to you where you want to stake it. Be realistic though, you're probably not going to get this 100%, 50%, 318% unless you really know what you're doing. But yeah, guys, I think for Bitcoin, for example, you'll probably get something maximum about 6-7%. Just depends where you stake it and how long. Now keep in mind there are limits sometimes, and they do have limits for the amount of Bitcoin or whatever coin you're trying to submit. So anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.